Welcome back, Wardens. How's everybody doing tonight? We'll be waiting just a few minutes to get started. I actually fixed the issue with the mod that I was having in the last stream. So I had to actually go back and replay some of well, pretty much all of the origin story. I am right now in the Korcari Wilds, right before the Battle of Ostagar. I have to get through this and get back to where we were so we can head over to Lothering. So that's what we'll be doing this stream. Catching up with the new playthrough. But again, we'll be starting here in just a few. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys watch me do this. I'm not going to do too much commentary on this right now. I might have a couple of outbursts. But for the most part, it'll be pretty much all just me focusing on catching up to and getting to where we need to be. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and save it here. And the sound is not coming through, so I'm going to make sure that I get that fixed up. So give me just a moment. So like I was saying, I do have to finish playing through from the Korcari Wilds. That's as far as I got so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play through until we get all the way caught up to after the Tower of Ishal, and we can actually do the whole conversation with Flemeth and Morrigan now. So we'll get to that part and we'll go through that. And then we will go ahead and head into Lothering. I might still go to camp first, because all of the great things that were in camp. But I don't know if I'll do that, but we'll see. And right now, I'm still obviously Jorah. I'm still human rogue. I am right now dual wielding instead of archery, and I have Daveth doing the archery, just so I can hurry up through this. All right. Where was I going? I'm going this way.
It appears we will need to fight the Blight one at a time.
We're gonna backstab on these guys. Backstab! You shall not defeat me! Slash through your chest.
Push them back!
Nice. All right, guys, let's get it. Is he already shooting?
Dead yet?
There's quite a few over here. About to hit him with the backstabs. Why'd you run off? Backstabs! You're dead. Slash down the old midsection. I will put you in half. Ooh, somebody got decapitated. Nice. All these darkspawn around, and that's all I got, huh? Okay. Well, let's get this first. We are gonna do like we did before. We're just gonna take the lockbox to Jeddah. We're not gonna see her until we get into Redcliffe. take all that. Alright, let's get the chasing signs done.
Looky here.
Let's see. I think the one over there shows up like... Oh, nope. It did show up. Perfect.
Of course.
Alright, guys. I am going to be trying to get through this as quickly as possible, because technically tonight's stream we are supposed to be in Lothering already, but the issues we had with the mod on the last stream kind of prevented us from going there. But again, I have resolved those issues, and
What's that?
gotten everything together, so we should be good. There's this one. That is not where I wanted to go, but okay. Where's next? Alright, we need to kill some more darkspawn. Where's... Ah, here's the trap. Okay. So we're gonna save real quick. And then it's gonna save again for us. I'm going to see if I can leave them here while I sneak up on this guy. I'm maxed out on stealth, so he shouldn't recognize me.
Let's see.
Wasn't expecting that, were you? Now you die. Before you can get your little trap off. Alright, where's the traps?
I would watch out where I go. See there? That's a trap. I would watch out where I go. See there? That's a trap.
Tried to sneak up on me, did you?
Now this should be amusing.
Have a nice day.
As you desire.
Disarm the rest of these traps real quick.
Let's grab them. We must be victorious.
They obviously didn't need any help. Need to collect from this guy, so we can go fight Gazarat. And then, good job, fellas.
They won't hear a thing.
Come on. Let me get it. There we go. Let them trigger the stealth guys. Yep, here we go. Here we go. This darkspawn spidey sense didn't go off. Where are they at? Come on. Show yourselves. There we go.
We must be victorious!
The darkspawn at this level are not very beefy, so it's pretty easy to get past them. Alright, let's go. Over to fight Gazarath before we head over there. There we go. Let's destroy the demon. Gazarath, come. I summoned you, fool.
Delighted.
Now you die.
Of course. Why do you bother? And
That
so
was
I shall.
very easy. But I'm a lot more pumped up than I was. See, my numbers are pretty pumped right now. So, now over to the darkspawn. That's the game's way of saying, hey, you're about to go through a fight. I want to sneak up to the alpha. Let's get it, fellas. They can't even hit me.
All right.
Not even leaving a dent, my friend. Alistair has leveled. Woo! Decapitation! Very nice. That is how you do it. We are going to give Alistair... He's still a bit squishy, so we're going to give him all... Put everything in the Constitution for right now. we'll give him threaten. And then myself, I will go one there. Let's do... I'll do Constitution, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's meet Morgan.
Well, well, what have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you? 'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb
I'm
ashes
looking for you.
none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Marry me.
Answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping
is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized. And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish.
Morrigan.
Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not.
All right, guys, I'm going to speed up through this because we've already been through this.
Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. There is a...
I'd be...
She'll put us... If the...
Follow.
So this is our first meeting with Flemeth, who will also end up saving us from the tower, which is what we did in the last episode.
Greetings,
and again,
Mother.
I just have to play through this again
before you 4 Grey Wardens
because I fixed the issue that we were having with the mod.
Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you?
You are...
She's...
All right, come on, let's get through this.
And what of you?
Talkie.
Do you possess a different... Ha! There... So much... Which...
They did...
True.
You...
And why not? Take them to your Grey Warden. Such men. Oh, do not mind me.
Time...
Do not be rid...
Oh,
all right.
well. I will show
We
you
got
out
everything
of
done in the
woods.
wilds. We are going
Follow
back
me.
to Ostagar. Alright, so we're back at Ostagar now. Let's go ahead and... First thing I'm going to do is... get this stuff done. Talk to the Kennel Master.
Greetings. Are you one of the Grey Wardens that went into the wilds?
I am.
Did you happen to see any white flowers?
Yep.
I don't know for sure that the flower will aid my poor hounds, but it's worth trying. I have... here, take 50. Perhaps we should...
Got that part done. Let me see how much room I got. Nope. I need to sell some stuff and get a backpack first. So we're gonna come over to this guy. This is our second backpack that we're gonna buy from
Is
him.
there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
So you have to see his regular supplies to get the backpack. And it's all the way at the bottom. Alright. And now I can sell quite a bit of this stuff. This is a lot. Alright, so we are going to sell this. Sell this. Sell this. Pretty much selling all of this stuff. Because I don't need none of it. For right now, we can sell this as well. I think I might keep this for more again. I'll see how it adds up to how it squares up to what she has already. That goes to Alistair. That's Liliana's. Liliana. Which we meet her in Lothering. Do I want the chasing robes? You know what? I don't really know. I mean, I can get stuff later. Plus, we have all that stuff in the camp that is amazing, so I really don't need any of this stuff. Mud idol, that is not useful. This stuff I will keep. Alright. I got a couple more of these I can get rid of. I'll get rid of these. Get rid of these. Keep those. Get rid of these as well, even though I can equip them. I'm not gonna do that right now. Don't need none of this stuff. All right. Let's get to it. All right. All right, let's get ready to let me get this chest real quick. We should have everything we need for Liliana now. Yep. these gave us the weapons that go to Liliana. I am actually going to equip my favorite arrows, which are the ones that cause electricity damage. Even though I'm not doing that right now, we are dual wielding. Alright, so now I get to go back to Duncan. I don't think I need to talk to anyone or do anything else. I don't think so. Let's
Welcome,
find out.
young man.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
This is all stuff that we talked about before. And I think Wynn
Back again?
is...
Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
Yeah. Alright. So let's go ahead and get into the joining. We already know what happens here.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Yes, we have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Alright. Let's tell them about...
There was a
Morgan
woman
and
in
her
the
mother.
tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Let's go ahead and get that over with.
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later. As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Let's go. To the
The more I hear about
joining.
this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
tests?
Yeah.
Maybe it's tradition.
Come on.
Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I only know that my...
Nobody cares, my guy.
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Make a good point.
You saw those darkspawns tonight. Maybe...
I've just...
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were found. We speak only a few words prior to... Daveth, step forward.
Take his breath.
I am sorry, Daveth. Step
And
forward.
he's out of there.
I have a wife. A child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
How dumb can you be to pull
You
a
asked
sword
too
on
much.
Duncan?
There is no glory in this.
What is wrong with you, man?
I am sorry.
And it's a wrap. He's out of there too.
But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
Let's go. It's time.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Now, right here, he would normally see the archdemon and have a few dreams, but because of a mod, it doesn't show that part.
Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was...
I get it, Alistair. Sorry, I gotta
How do you
skip through this
feel?
part. I'm still trying to catch up. The pain was unbelievable.
Such is what it takes to be.
I get it.
Did you have dreams?
Such dreams come.
Before I forget,
Come on.
we take...
Come on.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
What kind of meeting?
The king is The meeting is to the west.
Alright. That's done. And now I have all of their stuff, so I'm gonna go sell that to the quartermaster. Because you see, we shot back up to 71. Because I have all the things. Okay. Also, now I have all my Grey Warden stuff as well. So I'm going to switch out my weapons. I'll put one on that side. And then I'll put this one on this side. And now I have the sword and dagger combination, like good old Duncan. Feeling pretty good about that. And then I will unequip Bragan's bow and replace that with the Grey Warden bow. And then I'm going to put on this Grey Warden armor as well. I still didn't give that to Alistair. And he's not in our party right now. But I will. I'll get it to him. Alright, so let's put this Grey Warden stuff on. Now I'm part of the Grey Wardens. Alright. Alright, and let's go sell this other stuff real quick. Let's go, Ghost. To the quartermaster.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
I need your money. That's what I need. Alright. So we'll sell these. Not much money apparently. Sell that. Sell that. Even though we don't get nothing for it, we'll sell it. We have better staffs in the camp, so I'm gonna get rid of that too. Let's see. Cold damage, nature damage, fire damage, chance to stun, and interrupt spell casting. So I'm gonna get rid of most of these. I don't know if I can get any of these back though. But these are for Liliana. But I really don't want them in my inventory. I mean, I guess I can put them in the storage when we go to camp. Yeah, I'll probably do that. That'll probably be better. Yeah, that'd be better. Alright. Let's get rid of That one. That one. All right. I can't get rid of that because it just put me back in it. So if you sell, well, because of the mod, I have to keep this in my inventory. If I get rid of it and sell it, anytime the game loads or anything, it'll put me back in these clothes from the beginning. So we'll just leave it as is. Oh, wait. Where'd that come from? I mean, it's not good for anything, but the black surface of this ring always looks frosted over, yet the wearer feels no discomfort. Huh. I'll get rid of that. So I can get rid of this. Okay, cool. We are down to 51. It looks like we're good to go. Get rid of this too, I guess. Just to make some more space. Alright. Let's get to it. Let's save it. Gonna load up. Grab a swig of water real quick. Alright. We are almost to where we need to be as far as getting this part over with.
Logain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Warden.
You risk too much.
That's the case. Perhaps
I must repeat.
it is.
How?
Then our current.
Again, I'm just trying to speed through this.
And this is the
because
young
we've
Lord
already
from
been
High
through all
I met
this stuff.
earlier. I understand. Congratulations. Every Grey Warden. Tough. Then we should send our best. Send Alistair.
You rely on the.
What? I won't be. This. So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
The tower is on the other. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower. We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics. The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than... Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word. Then I must join the others.
Duncan.
May he watch over us all.
All right. Let's go ahead and get to it. Head over to the Tower of Vishal so we can go through the tower and light the beacon. Of course, since this is what we did in the last episode, we already know that we're going to be betrayed by Logain. And I still don't understand how the darkspawn have siege weapons. Like, who made siege weapons and gave them to the darkspawn? It's crazy. They're supposed to be mindless beast. Yet
The plan
they have
will work,
military
Majesty.
formations.
Of course it will. The Blight ends
They use
here.
siege weapons. Like there's something extra to these darkspawn, bro. Like, look at this. Normally a horde like that would just run in, but they're walking up slowly, waiting to be given the order to charge. Like, and there's a lot of them. This is such a Helm's Deep moment. For all my Lord of the Rings fans out there. That's exactly what this reminds me of, is Helm's Deep. Battle.
For Ferelden!
Die, you bastards! See, like, where the hell did they get catapults from? What the hell, bro?
Let's cross the bridge and get to
Anyway,
the tower
let's get
of
it.
Ishal.
I'm just gonna run across. We're not even gonna look. Is it gonna save? Yep. Go, 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 go. Try to get across before it, uh-oh. We're getting caught up on stuff. Okay, now we can look. That's crazy, bro. Like, hurry up, Ghost. What are you doing? Really? Are you trying to get hit by the catapult? Come on, bro. What's up, guys? Talk to me.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
No problem.
We must
Let's
get to the top of the
get
tower.
it. Alright, so we're gonna change up the tactics for the mage real quick, because we know we got the mage. Alright, so Ghost tactics is fine, Alistair is fine, and this guy, we're gonna leave him as default as well. Enemy, this is the biggest thing for his. Elite or higher, we want him to paralyze. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Okay. Let's not worry about that. Where's flaming weapons? Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Let's pause it. This guy is supposed to have... This guy is supposed to have flaming weapons, paralyzed. Like, he's supposed to... Okay, he does. So why is it not letting me pull it in tactics? There we go. Okay. So I want him to be a supporter. And then right here is where I can set it up. No, not any. Rank, elite or higher. Usability, paralyze. And then also self, health, gets below 5. Use poultice. I also need to set that up for Alistair, as a matter of fact, and myself, actually. Self, health, 25%. Poultice. I can't set that up for Alistair yet. His slots are full. That is okay though, because he probably won't get that low. All right.
All right.
Let's get into the fray.
Off we go to combat. Now this should be amusing.
Why is he not losing any health? Okay, I think so. Now he's going down. There we go. Die! Die, you darkspawn bastard! There we go. Alright, who's next? Whoa. Let's have at it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's fighting this mage. Oh, well, he's not doing no damage to him, really. Okay. This mage ain't squishy, and he's killing him. Nice.
Let's make this quick.
Good job, boys. That one's already dead. Nice. All right. Now you want to start dying, mage? Really?
And was still alive.
Let me... make sure I have some... make sure Alistair has access to this stuff. And then the mage. Did it really do nothing for him? That's cool. If he dies, it won't be a major. Why do I have...
As you desire.
Okay. Let's get it! More darkspawn. Backstabs!
And so I shall. It appears we will need to fight the Blight one at a time.
Why am I... There we go.
Cut them down. Take that.
There we go. Okay.
This is it. Take forever.
Why is he not dying? Get out of there. Got him. Good job, Alistair. Nice finisher. What's up, boss? Nothing.
Now this should be amusing. It's so precious the way you go off, isn't it? Off we go to combat. Why do they bother? Now this should be amusing. What to do?
Hit him with paralyze. Turn around, Alistair. Come on. Fuck it. I'll go get him myself. What's up, Alpha? Oh, don't you go after my mage. Get over here. Alistair, what are you doing?
Cut them down and stay down.
Why are you not moving, Alistair? Get over there. Why did I switch weapon sets? That's not what I wanted. Oh, well, I am set up. I'm set up as archer still. It's all good though. Anybody else? Is there anyone else? Anyone else? let's go ahead and get into the Tower of Ishal. We know that there's a chest over here. Let's go ahead and pick that up. A single fire arrow. Yay. Alright. Let's get out of tactical for right now. Alright, inside we go. Let's get in here and light this beacon. So once we get into the Tower of Ishal, I believe there's 4 levels to go through before we hit the top. First floor, second floor, third floor, and then I think we hit the top. So 4 levels altogether. Let's try to get through them as quickly as possible. Since this is what we did in the last episode, I don't want to spend too much time on it. We know the darkspawn are right here, and they have a trap set up for us.
You won't hear a thing. I would watch out, were I you.
And we want to disarm the trap. Like, they got kegs of black powder. Like, they are really organized to be just a bunch of mindless beasts. And they can't all be mindless beasts because there's some emissaries. Like this guy over here. Like, some of the darkspawn use magic. This is a magic user. Don't run now. Don't run. You was trying to set up a trap for me. And he's out of there. Decapitation. Who's next? We're gonna do it all solo right here. Let's go. You darkspawn have nothing on me. Who's next? Die, you bastards. I'm coming for you.
As you decide.
I could probably solo this whole little area. I'm gonna try to solo it just to see if it will go any quicker. Let's get what's in this chest first. Cool. Is there's another chest over here. These poor guys have no clue that I'm right here. Too bad for them. Because now they die. I've been watching too much solo leveling lately. And he's out of there. Oh, they tried to surround me. Whirlwind! Decapitation! Nice. These guys have nothing on me right now. I am way too pumped for this area. Oh, he has some extra blood splatter.
They won't hear a thing.
Let's get into the next race. So when we do the Return to Ostagar DLC, that's when you get to go down this open gaping hole here that leads into the so-called lower levels. Did I get everybody already? I guess I did. I thought there was going to be more of them. It's alright, there's some more in here.
It appears we will need to fight the Blight.
One at a time. Alright, anything else in here? Nope. Gotcha. You thought that was gonna work. Decapitation! Cutting everybody's head off. Genu Song style.
Another third fallen. As you desire.
You will die before me. Why are they giving me all these lyrium potions? Alright, let's... Ghost got the upgrade. Ooh, I got an upgrade too. Constitution at 50. No one can kill me. Do I already have it? Why do I already have that? It's required at level 8. Interesting. Alright. You guys can come over here now. What'd you grab your sword for? All the fighting's done. Head up to the second floor. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna solo all of these floors, and then when we get to the top, I'm gonna solo the ogre. Just because I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible.
What are these darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here. Hey, you're right. I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Cairn Logain will be waiting for the signal.
I get it, Alistair. I get it. Game saved. Let's save it one more. And then we'll load it. Alright, let's jump in. Again, I'm solo. I'm gonna solo the whole floor here.
They won't hear a thing.
There's a chest in here too, yep. I don't even need to be picking up any of this stuff, really. I don't know why I do that. Because none of this stuff is worth anything to me, honestly. I don't need it. Yes, that did say that I'm almost at 250 gold already. That's because I've sold a lot of things. Alright, so let's... I'm not gonna fight these guys yet.
For more darkspawn, I see.
I'm gonna open the doors so they can come out running when I come out of stealth here in a second. I want to hit this guy first. How you run up on somebody and just miss? You got nothing. Your shield bash does nothing. You are weak. Oh. Did these guys not come out the room yet? There we go. What's up, buddies? Why don't you come on over here and play with me a little bit? Woohoo! I love that move. That is awesome. Whirlwind for the kill. Woo! Off with your head. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright. Let's go back. I gotta go in here. Another frost rock. And then over here.
Alright.
Be trying to tell these darkspawn, man, don't mess with me. I've been hanging out with the queen from Alice in Wonderland. Tell them, off with their heads. What's up, buddies? So clueless. But you are all about to die. In this chest, nothing of importance. Actually, let's kill this guy first. Gotcha. momentum. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, terrible aim, my friend. Woo! Off with the heads! Another decapitation. Alistair got some credit for it, even though he's not here. Let's do that like that. Alistair, I will give you master combat training and precise striking. Come on over, guys. How's it going? Did you miss me? I took care of everything. Now let's go ahead and go up to the 3rd floor. I can't even run past the chair. Come on. We're almost through the Tower of Yshal.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
We're soloing this one too. Where's my stuff? There we go. Let's see. How loaded down am I? Oh, I got plenty of room. Plenty of room. Anything else in here that I need to get? Nope. Perfect. They are on hold. And here we go. We got solo leveling playing in the background. And I'm about to solo this dungeon. Oh, look. They were ready to ambush. Look at that. But they're the ones that's gonna die instead. Let's start off with this guy. What's up, buddy? Backstabs! He tried to hit me with a skill, and he missed. Now you're all on your own, buddy. Woo! Out of there. On to the next room. This is my favorite room in the Tower of Yshal because it has the dogs. The captured Mabari that we will release.
Time for more darkspawn, I see.
It is time to release the hounds. They have no idea what to do. They're just running around like crazy. Backstabs. Like Alpha. Got him. Double slash through your chest. Don't run. What you running for? What you running for? He tried to run. Oh, there's a bunch of people in these rooms. You know what? Let's get it. What's up, guys? Come on out to your doom.
Hey now.
Come hither. Come to your death. Or your death will come to you. No more in this room? Oh. There's some fighting going on. The dogs are getting it, huh? Ah. So nice of you guys to come die.
As you desire. Delighted.
Your aim sucks, my friend. I even let you sneak up on me, and you still missed.
Delighted.
So easy. I mean, I am overpowered for this right now, though. It is bound to be. Oh. Oh. Did all the dogs die? Holy shit. Sorry, dogs. All right, let's see where we at. Alright, we're almost done. We're almost there. We are almost to the top, guys. Off with your head! Double slash! To your chest. How will you die?
As you desire. Of course.
Okay. Now it's time to solo the ogre. Let me see what I got. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff real quick. So I can get rid of pretty much everything that I'm not going to use. No. That's the Grey Warden dagger, not that one. Family sword I will keep, because I want to use that to cut off Arlhow's head. And I'm getting some good practice in on these darkspawn. and cutting off heads. Yeah, I don't need none of this stuff. Not an iota of any of it. I don't need this lyrium potion. Because even though I have a mage, he's temporary, and I'm not going to have him after this next scene. I'm saving those two for Morgan. Silver bracelet can go. Hold on. That's a gift. A heavy silver bracelet inscribed with dwarven runes. Let's keep that, because it's a gift. I don't think we need that. A list of household accounts and expenditures over time, useful for merchants negotiating contracts and wages. Unnecessary. Alright. Get rid of this acid flask as well. Anything else? All of this can go. And I know, guys, I could be using some of this stuff as well. But it's all good. Because none of it is actually needed. Because like I said, right now, I'm like super overpowered for this stage. Alright. Headed to the top floor. Me and this ogre is gonna fight. Hopefully he doesn't pick me up and start pounding in my head. Halitosis. He tried to hit me with the halitosis. You guys stay here. I will fight the ogre. Come, ogre. Paralyze. And that is how you use combat tactics. And now, hold on, let me go around front. Let me go around front for the kibbles. Oh, I missed it. I missed it, didn't do it. That ogre was quite easy. He was quite easy to take down for me. Especially when he was paralyzed and I was hitting him with the backstabs.
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
We did not miss the signal. Because unfortunately, there is no right time for the signal. Because as soon as we light that signal, the game betrays everybody. I'm not in a hurry for that. Alright. Is that everything? Yep. Alright. Let's light the beacon, people.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Lothering, you dirty bastard! You are a traitor to Ferelden.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
He betrayed the king. He left the king to die. Look at his face. Smirking and everything. What an asshole. His breath and then crushed his body. That is the man. Duncan took him out. No help needed. Damn. The beacon is lit. Lothering betrayed everybody, and Duncan died for it. Oh! I caught an arrow to the shoulder. That's okay. That is okay.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
All right. So, we've already been through this part with Morrigan.
You were injured, and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
I cannot blame him. Cannot blame him at all. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, so my friend, you mean Alistair? Yeah.
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before. Yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Okay. Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
Alright, were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish. You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. I will stay and make something to eat.
So I'm not gonna go through all the dialogue with her. I have new Grey Warden stuff. And there's nothing in here I can get. I need a key for that chest. Oh wait, there's another chest. Where'd this chest come from? I don't remember seeing that chest last time we were in here. But okay, we'll take it. It wasn't much, but hey, everything counts. Alright, so I don't know why I have a potent lyrium potion. Let's see what new Grey Warden stuff I got. Okay. So just the stuff that I was wearing, because apparently I was naked. Okay. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's go outside and have this talk with Flemeth. So at this point, we are caught up to where we were before we went to the party camp, because we couldn't go anywhere else because of the mod that I had in there. It was conflicting with some other mods, so it wouldn't let us progress the way we needed to. This is the conversation we missed out on.
Here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive.
I am.
I thought you were dead for sure. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
It definitely has. We are not complaining at all. Shut up, Alistair. Let's see. So why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
So basically, if we had all died, the whole Blight would have engulfed and swallowed Ferelden, because nobody can kill an archdemon except for a Grey Warden. So with nobody to kill it, the Blight would have just spread.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature.
Facts.
Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
It can't be immortal if we can kill it. Let's see.
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow
Right.
up, boy.
If Al-Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
That's not good either, though.
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
See, there is a smart lad.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Al-Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Absolutely, we can.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
What? She said, what? I think it's an excellent idea.
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Was this your idea all along? I don't care. We are taking her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but...
Shut up,
Won't
Alistair.
this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these 2 must unite for Eldon against the darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Well, honestly, once we pick up Wynn, she will be at camp most of the time, so she won't get hurt.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the Wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours. Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
All right. Oh. +17 for Morgan. Nice. I like her portrait as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at her tactics. Horror, mind blast. What does she have? Hang on, let me see. So she can do frost weapons. She has Winter's Grasp. We know what that is from playing Dragon Age Inquisition. That's what Solus uses in the beginning. Drain life. Disorient. The caster engages in subtle mental manipulation that disorients the target, making the target less likely or a less effective combatant by inflicting -5 attack and -5 defense for 20 seconds. This spell cannot be resisted. Oh, wow. Interesting. Vulnerability hex. Oh yeah, she can change into a spider. I forgot she is a shapeshifter. Horror. Caster forces target to cower in fear for 10 seconds, unable to move unless it passes a mental resistance check. Targets already asleep when the spell is cast cannot resist its effects and take extra spirit damage instantly. Nice. Mind blast. And then lightning. Okay. So if we try to make her, if we try to put her in a supporting role, that's what we come up with. And then we can do disorient for elite or higher, since it can't be resisted. It's not gonna do much, but it's something. Alright, now I'm gonna focus on these three. I cannot do nothing with this yet. That is next level up. And also 2 more level ups to get these 3. Okay. So I got another slot for my tactics. What else do I want? Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. I thought I fixed it. Maybe I did. Alright. Let's do a separate save real quick. Let me load it to see if that fixes that problem. It was working fine when I did the test on it yesterday. So, I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see where the way out is. Can I see the way out? Can we move it all?
Greetings to you.
The time has come to leave the wilds. Do you not agree?
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He did not, actually. So if you guys are following along on the podcast, there is a episode where I do a deep dive on Duncan. I'm actually going to redo it and go a little bit deeper than the one that's on there now. There's a lot to this guy. Like, he is a beast. It's sad that he dies.
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just... Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
No worries.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
So, for those of you that don't know, Duncan was born in Highever, which is where I'm from. So, there's got to be a way out of here. Let's see. There we go. Do I want to go to the party camp first is the question. We do have Lothering lit up, so we can go to Lothering. I think I want to try to go to the party camp first. So let's do that. Now, this is exactly where we were. This is where we ended up in the last stream, because it was the only place we can go. And we found out that we have all kinds of extra great stuff here. Like, there is... So, here's Ghost. Here's Alistair. This lady over here has all kinds of great stuff, and that's obviously from a mod as well. There's stuff in this little tree locker right here. And then Morgan is over here. So, there's even some stuff right here. So let's get this. Well, let me see. Yeah, I have plenty of room.
All right.
Get this stuff first. So I have even more Grey Warden gear for myself and also for a mage. So, I'm gonna dress Morgan like she's a Grey Warden, which I think is hilarious because she's the only one that hasn't actually taken the oath or gone through the joining. Let's talk to Ghost.
You little. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
Are you whining? Let's see.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
I don't think he likes that.
Tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Don't listen to Asma. He's full of rubbish.
Hey!
Oh, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again. I just did. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Wow, she is...
He is certainly manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Figures. Trying to find your way through the earth. Something making it ignore. Nope. What do you find? Let's see. It's gonna take some time. Oh, don't be silly. Just mess up the campsite. All right, have fun then. At some point, you can actually send him to find stuff, and he brings you back different things. So, pet him. Nice. All right, let me. Should I talk to Alistair real quick?
What do you need? Ask away.
What can a Templar do? Tell me about the Grey Wardens. So how did you become a Grey Warden? So you said you were raised by the Chantry. Do I want to know any of this?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells. Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together. Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective, or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me. What do you need? Ask away. Such as they are. That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands. Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfelds, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Interesting.
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
It is up to us to save the world.
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be two of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere. Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I
would never do that.
If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, let's see. No more questions.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need? Ask away.
Do we have anything else to ask him?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you? Let's see. I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills. Well, it wasn't an easy life, you know. I don't know whether or not you've noticed, but I'm not exactly the Chantry type. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky. I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much.
And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have. He was a good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Alright. Head over to talk to Morgan.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured.
Oh,
a
Lord.
most amusing legend. Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the
We're just
creature,
going through
learn
the
to
conversation
move as it does,
options real quick.
think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
So if you are a mage, if you play as a mage, you can actually learn that skill from her. And if I was a warrior, I'd be able to learn the Templar specialization from Alistair.
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask. No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom.
She feels very strongly about this.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch? Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us. What do you wish of me? If you must. Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
You mean, is she truly the Flemeth of legend and story?
Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. Ah, I see. That does explain much. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Alright, so let's see. That sounds interesting, alright, but make it quick, and the point would be...
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard and fled the castle of her husband, the Dreadlord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
So, in the next podcast, we're going to be doing a deep dive into Flemeth. So we will learn what the actual story is and see how deep it really goes. Because that sounds pretty deep.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one, and these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed, so should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
I do know that she does have one sister in I think it's one of the novels. It's either the novel or the comic. But she does have a sister that is in the... I think she's in the Free Marches. But she doesn't talk to Flemeth anymore, and she doesn't talk to Morgan at all. So Morgan may not even know of her. Well, obviously, at this point, Morgan does not know of her existence. She knows of Morgan's, but Morgan doesn't know of her.
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well. The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
So in this, apparently Morrigan believes that Flemeth is possessed by a demon. Obviously, if you've been following along with Dragon Age at all, after Origins, you end up finding out that Flemeth is not possessed by a demon. She's actually possessed by Mathal, who is one of the elven gods, or goddess. But we'll learn that later. And that'll probably be in the deep dive when we do the character dive into Flemeth.
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her. I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Let's see. My mom was a beast. So I did another character dive into the Kuzlins, but also in the second episode of the podcast we talked about Eleanor Kuzlin, who used to be Eleanor MacEinrag, also known as the Sea Wolf. And that's who my mother is in this story. So she is amazing. Like, she was a sea captain and took down her first Orlesian warship when she was only 15 years old. The Orlesians named her the Sea Wolf and said that she came with 100 times the ferocity of her father, who was called the Storm Giant. She was a beast. Anyway, listen to the podcast. It's great. It gets really deep into all the Kuzlin's background. But we're just going to tell her.
You have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did that say she acquired a new skill? Inspired by your leadership, this party member has gained +1 bonus to magic. Nice.
What do you wish of me? If you must. You are very cute to ask so many questions. Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more. I found the game fun. I was too young to understand the truth behind what was happening. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Oh, wow.
Me? No, I never did any of the killing, until later. And even then, Flemeth was a glutton for that sort of thing. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum. Would they have regretted hurting me? I was a young child. Yet do you think they would not have gleefully held my head aloft as a trophy? There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
I do not. Survival is key.
An enlightened view, or at least an agreeable one. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Ooh. Uh-oh. A disapproval, huh? Actually, let me see if I can give her one of these gifts real quick. Also, I think she can use that. I'm not sure though. Where's the gift? Let's put this over here as well. There. I forgot I could give her some of this stuff too. What does she have on? Oh yeah. This one can go to Alistair. Oh. I did not know that was going to happen like that. Let me put her clothes back on. I said I was going to give her the Grey Warden stuff. Arcane boots. Why? Where's the armor? Right here. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot that that mod was there because I haven't seen those since Iona. So, yeah, my bad. So, arcane hood, arcane gloves, arcane robes, and arcane boots. Now, the weird part is she doesn't get a set bonus for these, but these are all supposed to go together. So, that's pretty awkward to me. It's all good though. Let's. I think that's all that she gets for right now. So this one, so the stuff I have on right now is tier 1. So we're gonna put on the tier 4 stuff. And it's gonna take away my set bonus, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And then Alistair. Oh, did I not pick up the caddis for him? Oh. Yeah, because I ran into the other. Okay. Yeah. Oh well. My bad, Ghost. Alright, so I'm gonna give Alistair the heavy armor. Heavy boots. And heavy armor. And then give him this ring. And he's good with what he has there. What does he have for? He has the Grey Warden longsword. That is fine. And then he has the Grey Warden kite shield, which is good as well. Perfect. Alright, so let's now she's in her Grey Warden garb. Alright. Now I am gonna go over here. Now this is not normal. This is part of a mod. I don't remember which mod, but it's part of a mod and you get all this extra stuff. So I'm gonna learn all of this stuff. So I'm gonna learn all the recipes. So I'm gonna know how to do pretty much all the stuff. Make all the traps, make all the poisons. Which in Lothering, the trap making is gonna come in handy. There's kind of a money glitch that you can get with the traps that happens in Lothering. Not that we need more money. So the coolest part about whatever mod this is I have all the gifts from the personal companion quest. So you don't even have to go do the companion quest to give them the gifts that come from the companion quest. I have it all already, which is amazing. And then there's this stuff. Like, I'm not gonna put on any of this on right now though, because I'm already like super overpowered right now. This will make the rest of the game just cake. Like, look at this stuff. Like, these boots. Plus 1600 missile deflection. Plus 8,000% chance to dodge attacks. If anybody could hit me if I have just these boots on, they're pretty damn good. So I'm not going to put on any of that right now. But this is also a storage locker. So a lot of this stuff I'm actually going to take out of my inventory so we can get this down. So like the edge I can take out. This other Grey Warden dagger I can take out. My family sword I can take out. Brigand's bow I can take out. All the stuff for Liliana I can take out. I'll leave one because we are actually going to meet Liliana when we go to Lothering. So I want to have her stuff ready to go. So I'm going to keep just that. And then this I could take out. This I could take out. This I could take out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's the tier 1 stuff, right? Or okay, well, tier 2. Pretty much the rest of this stuff I could just take out. So that's just this locker right here, okay? So that's the tree locker. I wonder if I can get rid of this stuff by putting it over here, because I didn't sell it. The rest of this is restricted to me, right? Yeah. I can leave that for Liliana. That is restricted to Morgan. I really don't need any of this because, and you'll see why here in a moment. So I'm gonna take this stuff out. These I will keep. That I can take out. That I will take out. Take out, take out, take out, take out. It says that's a gift. I'm going to take that out too for right now. If I take this out, does it? So if that's not in my inventory, okay, makes sense. Okay. So if I come over here and talk to her, she's like a merchant with stuff for sale, except for it's free. And infinite, most of it. So all this stuff that says 99 is all infinite. So I can buy 99 of these potent health poultices, and it costs me nothing, and I have 99 of them. Her 99 didn't change. This is infinite. Okay, so 99 of these greater injury kits didn't cost me a thing. And then of course 99 of these potent lyrium potions. The only person that will ever use these is whatever mage that I have. So it'd either be Morrigan or Win. We won't get Win though until we go to the Circle Tower, which might happen on the next stream on Saturday, but we'll see. I don't need none of this stuff right now. I am gonna get these though. Because I can sell the traps when we go to Lothering, like I said. And then she's got this stuff. So this war axe does more damage than my Grey Warden longsword, because it's a tier 7 and my Grey Warden longsword is only a tier 1. So I'm thinking I want to go ahead and equip this axe. Plus it has 3 spots for runes. So I'm thinking we want to go ahead and equip or take that. And also want to take the rose thorn. Cause see, the whole explosive, I don't know if I want to kill somebody and they explode. Like that would be that's a bit much. It'd be cool, don't get me wrong, but that's a bit much. So I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna give Alistair one of these swords. I think this one. And then for a bow, I'm gonna use let's see. Honestly, these don't even really seem that much better. They do a little bit more damage, a little bit more range. Well, actually, that Grey Warden bow doesn't have a range on there. So these two have the furthest range with 46. This has range critical chance. This also has range critical chance. Interesting. Take Mage's Eye. And I feel like I want to give Morgan a better bow. Not a better bow, because she doesn't use a bow. A better staff. So I am thinking probably this one compared to what she has. But I think the staff that she has is it's part of a mod that changed her look. So I'm not sure, but we're gonna take it just as worst case scenario. We'll just go stick it in the tree locker over there. And then we have all of this stuff, which is awesome. But I'm gonna keep the Grey Warden stuff on for right now. There's so much stuff, bro. Like, all of this stuff is pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Heart of Witherfang. Like, I can give this stuff to Morgan and it'll do her better than that Grey Warden fit. But like I said, I'm gonna leave that on her for right now. So now we got the Grandmaster runes. I'm gonna take three of these. That's the flame one. I'm gonna take 3 of the lightning, and I'm gonna equip those here in a moment. All right, so excuse me. He's not up there yet. It's not like I can't get him there, because I can. He's just not there yet. So we will look at, let's actually look and see where he is. Oh, he's only a few off. Yeah, we can actually, we can get him to that, like, right now. Why does he not have a belt? He can actually have the belt that I got on. Let's give him my belt, because I'm putting this one on. And that one. And that one. And then Alistair can have he can take that belt, and I want to give him key to the city. I want to give him that too. All right, let's compare this real quick. Yeah, it's better than what she has, so yeah, it has 4 spell power. The one she has now gives an extra 2 spell power, but it only has 2 spell, so it's the same amount of spell power. This oak branch has more range, not much, just a little. Does more damage though, and it has more armor penetration. It also is going to give her 2 constitution, +1 to magic, and some more nature damage. So let's give her that. And then this other stuff I can put in the tree locker. And right now I'm just clearing out my inventory, trying to make sure I have enough room for anything that I come across, but we can come back here anytime pretty much. So okay, we are done here. It is time to head to Lothering. Let's go ahead and save it. So we are gonna save over this save. And we'll leave that other save in case we need to go back for any reason. And alright, let's head to Lothering. Let's go to the Korcari Wilds first. To the Korcari Wilds. See what there is to see. So that's her as a supporter. And I want to go ahead and no, that's not the one I wanted to use. Let's, where is the other one? There it is. Oh, it is in there. What am I doing? I'm tripping. Don't mind me, y'all. There we go. Alright, so put the flame rune, the lightning rune, and the silverite rune. So this is the damage that I'm adding to my weapons. Alright, so and do the same for this. Now, since I didn't change Alistair's weapon, can't even talk no more. These are Liliana's, so I'm gonna give her. I don't even know if Liliana is really gonna even be in the party much, because I'm a rogue, so I don't need her for anything. I know she needs to be in the party when we talk to the Revered Mother. Like, she needs to be in for certain stuff, but do it like that. Go ahead and upgrade Ghost. See, it did come back, and it changed me out of what I was wearing. Okay, so I can't take this out of my inventory either, apparently. Alright. 6. I can't do anything till level 7, right? With these two, yep. And then here, level 8. See, now I don't have this. That's so weird. Because it showed like me having it before. Alright. We are Grey Wardens. Let us ride.
And so I shall.
On to Lothering. And here we go. Finally, the full progression.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
This fool. Ferelden was not under threat of being
Your Majesty,
occupied
your father
or anything
risked
from
civil
anyone else.
war. If Eamon were here...
Antigon, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Oh! He did not. He left your husband to die. Ah.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henrik. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
He sounds so stupid. Oh my goodness. Forget it, I'm not paying. You're toll collectors then.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? You want to pay more? Well, we'll happily accept donations. I could be mistaken, but that sounded threatening.
Well, it was.
Like a threat to me.
Interesting, because you seem a bit outnumbered.
I don't care, my friend.
Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways. You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today. And just when we had things settled.
Backstabs. All right, I'm gonna work on this guy with the crossbow.
All right. What's this?
Not doing anything. No. There we go. Feel the horror. You wanted to fight? Meet your doom. Ah. Giving up, huh? There's a Templar right here.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn get us all. Yes, of course. We should have been more careful. I'm sorry. Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts. Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much. It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tern Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
Okay, so real quick, just a little lore dive here. So the band that was over Lothering is band Lorne. So Lady Landra, Dyron, and Iona all came from this band. Like, Lady Landra's the band's wife. That's the lady that was visiting my mother with her son Dyron and Iona. So this guy leaves with Loghain. I don't know if you guys remember when we first started playing and I was talking about where's Dyron. Dyron completely disappeared in the massacre when Hal's men came to kill everybody. Dyron completely disappeared. It kind of made it look like he may have been involved. And then when we get here, like just now, he says that the band left with Loghain. Well, if you've listened to the podcast at all, you know Loghain is the one that let Hal do what he did. He's the one that backs Hal in massacring our family. So there's something fishy going on there. we will deep dive into that relationship between those two on the podcast. So look out for that episode. Tomorrow's episode is going to be, actually there's going to be two. We're going to be doing the deep dive into Alistair and also a deep dive into Flemeth. So those two episodes should be out tomorrow. And then also the other episode about Duncan.
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way. Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tern Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens. Well then, let me go! Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear. There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me. I'm not going down without a fight.
I was hoping you would say that. Now you die. And die they did. What? 3 silver? Where's the 100 silver he just talked about?
As you desire.
Alright, so we're actually going to stop here and talk.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
Alright, let's see. You have been very quiet.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them? There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has
That's
the
actually
advantage of
very
an
smart.
army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the darkspawn are upon us.
Her plan is actually very smart. We should go kill Loghain, but of course we can't do that. I think
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it. Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away. I can give you directions, if you like. Then you have a plan. I'm not sure I like any of it either, but we don't have a lot of choice in the matter.
Of course you have a choice. You could run and forget about it all. Let the darkspawn do as they wish until other Grey Wardens come. If they come.
That's what you call a choice?
It may not be a good choice, but it's a choice nevertheless. We all choose our path, even when it seems there is only one direction we should go.
How enlightening. At any rate, I'll stay with you whatever you decide. Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Alright guys, this is where we're going to call it. This is where we were supposed to start from, but we had that glitch that happened in the last episode. We are going to call it right here, and in the next episode we are going to do everything that we can do here in Lothering, and then we will see about moving further and see which way we decide to go as far as getting more help. Will we go to Redcliffe? Will we go to the Circle of Magi? Will we go to Orzammar? Or maybe we will go to the De La Shells first. Who knows? We will make that decision when we come to it. But, as I said, we are going to call it here. Let's go ahead and save the game. Always save your game, guys. I'm going to save over that. So, we're in Lothering. So if you guys actually follow Dragon Age at all, Dragon Age 2, when we get into that, Lothering is actually where we start in Dragon Age 2. But alright guys, it has been great hanging out with you guys. I do thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me. Again, the next stream will be on Saturday at 9. And we will do everything that we can do in Lothering. We will also meet Liliana and Sten for the first time. So we pick up 2 more party members here in Lothering. We also meet Bodan Fedek, who becomes another merchant over at our campsite. So there's quite a bit to do here in Lothering. So we'll conquer all of that in the next episode, now that we are finally here. You guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for all the love and support. It's your boy Sevyr, and I'm out.